Many of y'all out there have gone out and bought new pools this summer. I know because I watched my comments on my videos and I watched the Facebook groups, and now you guys are wanting to know how to keep it clean. Well, we're going to discuss this little automatic pool vacuum, and we'll get with it right after this. What we've got here is the Aiper, I'm assuming is how we say it, Seagull 600. Now this little guy's a really value conscious little vacuum cleaner, okay? It's $229 on Amazon right now, and it's cordless. It's 100% cordless. Now, you guys have watched my videos before know that I use the Intex vacuum. I've used a couple of them over the years and I've been very satisfied with them. But what happens is those Intex vacuums can take quite a bit of power to push them. And if you have a smaller pool with a cartridge filter, it's just not gonna work. So what are you left to do besides simply just vacuuming it out yourself? Well, I think this would be something that would be good for a person that's just getting into a small Intex pool with a small pump. This little guy here will recharge in 3 hours at a time, and it'll run for an hour at a time. They say it'll do about 550 square feet, which really should be enough to do my pool right here, which is a 12 by 24. So I'm hoping it works out. So let's go ahead and open it up. Let's go ahead and open this up. It's hot out here. Whew, that sounds good. So we're gonna open this up and take a look. Oh, first let me tell you, it comes almost completely put together. The only thing you gotta put on is this little handle or flapper like they call it, and these little scrapers at the bottom. These simply snap in, and there's a screw on each side, goes in really easy. I didn't figure I needed to show you guys that. It was really simple. It also comes with this retrieval hook you put on the end of your pool pole and a charger. And guys, that's it. Now, on the inside of this thing, this is the motor assembly, and what will happen is when the motor's running, it will force water out of either one of these jets, and that will determine the direction it'll travel. And when it's traveling, this little flapper will be swayed back, and when the vacuum stops, it floats straight up, and it knows it's time to go the other direction. Now on the inside, it really looks a lot like an Intex vacuum because it's not real fancy. There's no filter system in here. There's only this mesh screen. So it's not gonna clean any better than say an Intex vacuum would. So I know that going in. Look, this thing's only $200. I'm not expecting it to compete with a $1,000 vacuum, but I know what I'm getting into, and I think from what I can tell is it'll be really good for a newbie. But like I said, it's simply got this screen, and your debris will catch in this tray right here. And you simply empty it out, dry it off, charge it up, and get it ready for next time. So let's go take a look at my pool. Make sure you're putting this back together right. It only does go one way. There's some little arrows that line up with some holes. Snaps back together, good to go. So my pool hadn't been vacuumed in a few days. Let's go take a look at the pool. So if you look around the pool, I've purposely left it unvacuumed for a few days. There is quite a bit of debris on the bottom of it right now. And so I'm gonna turn this thing on. We're gonna let it run for its hour. We'll take a look at the pool. We'll open it up and see what we got. And to turn it on, we're simply gonna press this button. Now, truth be told, this is the first time I turn it on, so you're gonna witness it with me. I think it's gonna start beeping. It's beeping. We're gonna put it under, let all the bubbles out of it. And away we go. And there it goes. Now it seems to be running really fast, and that's actually one of the things I don't like about it. As fast as it's moving, it seems like it would skip a lot of stuff. But we're gonna give it a chance. Now there's a couple of reasons I wanted to get the cordless vacuum. The Intex vacuums work great with the pump, but they do work with the pump. So if your pump is a little dirty, or if your screen's a little too clogged, they won't work as efficiently as they should. And another thing too, is you have to take your ladder out of your pool because it's dragging around a large hose. With this little guy, I'm hoping I could just throw it in there, let it do its thing, regardless of if the pump's running or not. But we'll see. We'll talk about it when it's done. Miss Everyday Man.
Yes, sir.
Would you mind retrieving the vacuum?
Sure.
So, that dismount was so graceful. So the vacuum's been running about an hour. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull it out. Since Kara's in the pool, I'm not gonna use the hook, but there's a couple of suggestions I have for you. The flaps at the bottom are much like the Intex flaps, so I know about them. So what you want to do is you want to pull it up really slowly. You don't want to pull it up fast, because any water that's in there, any debris that it has trapped, it'll just flow out with the water. And before you bring it to the surface, I would turn it upside down. So that's what we're going to get Kara to do right now for us. There you go. Now pick it up and let the water out of it. So if you let the water out of it upside down, you should trap everything in it. So we're gonna go bring it to the table, open it up, and see what it got. So my first impressions of it running, it's definitely totally random, but I did have a few things in the pool, and I would say it got 98 or 99% of it out. There's only a couple of little pieces of debris left in the bottom of my pool. Now, this thing will not get any silt, any really fine stuff. It will catch, well, it should catch sand. We're about to find out here. So let's go ahead and open it up. Now, if you've got a lot of silt in your pool, what I find works best for me is one of those little cheap vacuums that you actually hook up to the water hose. And if you buy a knee-high stocking, like go to Walmart in the ladies section and buy a knee-high stocking and put that over and then put the bag, you will catch the smallest particles in your pool. And I've really found that to be the best way to do it. Now, I'm going to tell you, my pool was not filthy at all. And it looked like this thing, oh yeah, this thing caught quite a bit of sand and hair, bugs. All these ladies in my pool, they like to leave hair. Caught some little sticks. It really did a good job. I'm happy with it. If it lasts a little while, I'll be totally happy with it. But truthfully, it's really not expensive. I mean, I know $200 isn't cheap by any stretch of the imagination, but pool stuff is expensive, and $200 for a vacuum I think is really fairly priced. Now, the person I think this is right for, if you've got a smaller Intex pool with a cartridge filter, you're not going to be able to run a pump-driven vacuum. You're just not going to have the power. That's where something like this will really be handy. Another person this is good for, someone with an established clean pool like myself. If you've got a pool that stays clean all the time, something like this will easily take care of the debris that's in the bottom of your pool. Now, who it's not going to be good for, it's not going to be good for somebody with an in-the-ground pool. It's just not made to climb walls. It's not good on inclines. That's not going to work. It really needs a flat bottom. And even if your pool's got too many wrinkles, I think it'll struggle to clean around the wrinkles. It's also not good for someone who has a really dirty pool. If you've got a pool that has been sitting and it is full of leaves and debris and really dirty, it's going to take you several tries with this vacuum to get it. But like I said, if you've got a clean pool and you're looking to keep it clean, I really think that this will work. Now, I will give a video update towards the end of the summer, a couple of months from now, and we're going to see if it has lasted. But for what I have seen, it picked up in what was really a clean pool to begin with. I find it hard to argue with, guys. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope this helps you out. I hope it helped you decide if you want one or if you don't. If you like my content, though, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. And until next time, I'll see y'all on Everyday Man.